She didn't quit social media because she hated it. She quit because one morning she opened her phone and felt absolutely nothing. No excitement, no curiosity, just a quiet heaviness in her chest. She scrolled through perfect lives, smiling faces, soft morning light, and somehow felt more alone than before. Minutes passed, then an hour, and when she finally looked up, the room felt silent, like she had been gone without moving. She wondered when it started, when checking her phone became the first thing she did in the morning and the last thing she did at night. She wasn't addicted to the apps. She was addicted to not feeling empty, and that scared her more than she wanted to admit. That day, she didn't delete her accounts. She just turned off the notifications. No sounds, no vibrations, no red circles asking for attention. At first, it felt wrong, like she forgot something important. Her hand kept reaching for the phone, even when there was no reason to. She noticed how often she checked it, without thinking, waiting in line, sitting in silence, avoiding her own thoughts. That night, the room felt louder than usual. Her mind wouldn't stop talking. Memories she hadn't thought about in years started showing up without warning. She realized something uncomfortable. Social media wasn't stealing her time. It was hiding her from herself. And for the first time in a long while, she let the silence stay. The next morning felt slower. No endless scrolling. No rush to catch up. Just her, the light from the window, and a quiet cup of coffee. But the urge didn't disappear. It got stronger. She wondered what she was missing. Who was posting? Who was getting attention without her? Her mind created stories she couldn't check, and that made her uncomfortable. Without likes and comments, she felt invisible. The silence wasn't peaceful anymore. It was heavy. She realized how much validation had shaped her confidence, and that scared her. Because if no one was watching, who was she doing things for? That evening, she reached for her phone again. Not to scroll, just to feel something familiar. But instead, she put it down. She opened a notebook she hadn't touched in years. Pages still blank. No audience. No filters. She started writing without thinking. Thoughts she never posted. Fears she never shared. Minutes turned into an hour. For the first time in a long while, she wasn't performing. She was honest. And something shifted. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just a quiet realization. She didn't need to be seen to exist. The next morning felt different. Not happier. Just lighter. She made coffee without checking notifications. A small habit, but it felt rebellious. Outside, the city moved as always. People scrolling. Headphones in. Eyes down. For once, she noticed the details. The sound of footsteps. The warmth of the cup in her hands. No one was watching. No one was reacting. And somehow, that felt like freedom. She realized something simple. Peace doesn't arrive when life slows down. It arrives when you do. Days passed, then weeks. She stopped measuring time by likes and views. Stopped comparing her life to highlights of others. Something inside her shifted. Quietly, naturally, she started writing again. Not for an audience, but for herself. Ideas came back. Thoughts felt clearer. Her voice felt real. She realized she hadn't lost herself before. She had just been listening to everyone else, too loudly. One evening, she opened her phone again. No rush, no anxiety, no urge to scroll endlessly. The apps were still there. The world hadn't changed, but she had. She understood something simple. Social media was never the enemy. Losing herself was, and this time, she knew who she was before opening the app. She didn't delete social media forever. She just stopped letting it decide how she should feel, who she should be, and what her life was supposed to look like. Now she scrolls consciously. She posts only when she wants. She compares almost never. Her life no longer lives on a screen. It lives with her.